develop. So 2 years ago, we started the slowly developing everything that you're seeing today. By the way, I've seen today a lot of new people who are actually joining the company, and they are doing a lot of work for every single project to succeed. And I would like to tell you that today, just write it down, right? Take your notes right now, write down the date. Okay, when you do that, so thumbs up. So today we are actually opening the new chapter in our company, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been working really hard with the entire team for the past year to get the one very special partner here in Dubai. And I would like to welcome the person who was actually one of the speakers in the Crypto Expo Dubai. If you have already understanding about who I'm talking about, then press some fire emoji, because this person was actually all the time coming back and forward, and we were trying to negotiate the best terms and conditions. And finally, today, here in his office, I'm sitting with Mr. Mohammad Khalifa. How are you, Mr. Mohammad? Good?
Very well, thank you. Doing well. It's a pleasure to be a partner with you. It took its own time. A year is a very long time to negotiate terms of agreements, but finally we are there. We are going to sign today, and I'm honored to be part of this family. Very excited to the projects which are over there that is led under the company, to bring all of my expertise on board, to put all of my past years accumulated knowledge, to put it on the table and implemented it on different projects that are going to be under the company. I can see a very bright future for us, a great partnership and a great collaboration. And actually, I'm honored to be part of this family.
This is great, huh? I really love to hear from a person like you with such an experience that you have, even from the financial perspective, right? So you've been involved. How many years you work for financial?
See, I've worked for more than almost 19 years in the financial industry. I've started with wealth management, being the first UAE national to be certified wealth consultant, to the certifications of CPA, CIA, CFA, and in insurance industry also. I led the AIG in the region. I'm also an ACII, Associated Chartered International Insurer, coming from a background of business family. So we are a conglomerate family. My family, we have got different businesses around the world, where it gives me the experience to do. And my last 9-to-5 job, let me say, which was with one of the main regulators in the world and well respected, the DIFC. I'm the ex-vice president of the DIFC. And then I took the decision to start my own businesses, to where, as you have seen, how my companies have grown so fast, and I'm very well known in the markets. I've been associated in the leadership of several banks, the likes of Citibank, Barclays Bank, Commercial Bank of Dubai, Commercial Bank International, names like AIG, which is one of the biggest insurers of the world. I've been over there. So I've worked also with Ford Automotive Group International. I've worked in Europe, Africa, the Americas, some of the Asian countries. So this has given me a lot of insight, understanding, accumulated experience with business management, the ease of development, different regulators, the obstacles that could come, cross-border requirements, where you need to have when you're forced to have a unified structure for your company, but faced with different regulations and regulatory authorities in different countries. So definitely I'm bringing all of my expertise to this partnership, and I'm excited to work alongside with this family, be an active part member, not being the person who's leading, but I'm a team member. I'm not a single person. My success is always driven by my team, and I always give credit to the team that is doing the job. Actually, I only bring the knowledge and expertise to them and just change their method of working. And they create all the success that is going to be generated actually from this partnership. Going forward, I see a lot of opportunities for us, especially when we look at the companies which are under this partnership.
Yeah, we just seen people who were updating our family today about what exactly we achieved. So when you've been actually watching, so guys, we were watching entire business forum together with Mr. Khalifa in order for also us to understand what we can do from this point where we are right now, what we can do in the next 1, 2, 3 months time, correct?
Of course. I see a lot of opportunities that where we can develop all of them. What they're doing right now, it's a great projects that they are leading, the great projects that has been established. Still, there's always room for improvement where we can make it better, easier, and more attractive to new partners to join. Especially if I take a look at the solutions where Global Pay is bringing to the table, and it could be the binding glue for all of the projects to be together. Because if we take just Global Pay as a single project, what kind of solution does it bring to the market? It's a lot.
I would like to ask you, because I know that you've been in this industry and in this field for some time, and you know exactly what are the challenges. And a lot of people today, even in our community, doesn't understand all the solutions that actually they can get through the global unit pay. That's why my question to you.
See, a person could start with 2 types of languages, either the complicated language and give it the suit and the tie, or you can sit a casual and talk a simple language about the finances behind it and the structures behind Global Pay. I always choose the simple language. Simple language is what are the challenges of the world and finance world today, including especially with the crypto world. Today, we find a lot of obstacles for clients in order to have an accessibility to their digital wallets when they're encashing it, the fiats. The cross-border, opening an account today, even if we take, let's take United Arab Emirates as an example, which is a very fast growing country. A lot of digitalization is happening. Putting aside that I'm a UAE national and a proud person of his country.
Me too.
Well, we are honored actually.
National, but
today we have more than 190 nationalities in UAE, more than 54 banks which are under the Central Bank of UAE. They're providing, let's say, a simple an account opening for personal accounts. When I see the journey from 2006, when I started with my banking journey till today, the simple account opening document requirement has grown into a thing that is so complicated. If you do not understand the language of the banks, you cannot provide the documents which the bank is asking you to provide. I remember in 2006, it took only your passport to open an account within 5 minutes. The next day or the day after that, depending on the weekend, you got your debit card and you got your checkbook. Today, you wait for an average of 2 to 3 weeks just for a simple personal account that you want to open to it. The bank is going to ask you, what is the purpose of opening this account? If you cannot satisfy the bank's question, it's definitely a negative response from the bank for the account opening. Global Pay is the answer over here. Simple document.
Yes, global unit pay is the answer. And don't forget the 28th of the July. So that is the day when you have to watch what's going to happen.
Of course. So the answer is there, simplification of documents, but at the same time, providing, going back to what I said, the average KYC requirement of different regulatory bodies around the world, it provides a solution to the clients today that they require. To exchange houses, the partnerships that could be done. Sky's the limit. Today, how we can provide the solution for it. It can be, it's innovative. There is nothing stopping Global Pay in order to have a proper partnerships with different clients, different companies, different organizations. And the
We will not announce right now what kind of organizations we are talking about, so that we will be able to follow unofficial news, right?
Let us leave our
So
viewers with some food for the imagination for them, so they can do. And this is what we are saying. You need to be very imaginative in order to understand what we are doing, and still we will surprise you of the things that we're going to be delivering.
I think that is
of course
pretty good enough.
And also with Wakro Inc., it's a great structure that we are going to be doing it, and different projects that it's going to lead, the different cryptos that we're going to be bringing under the umbrella of Wakro. Very excited with it. Very happy that I'm joining this family. Actually, if I can simplify this for myself, is that I just found the reason for me to get out of my home every day. So to excite me, to be full of energy, I've done it from all. I've done it from investments. I've done portfolio management, wealth management, restructuring of finances of corporates, family offices. I've done it legal structures for different companies. Also the finance arranging and the understanding of it, the legal contracts behind it, the commercial contracts. I've done it. So it has become very boring right now when I'm doing those previous jobs. And that is one of the reasons I left the IFC, actually.
So that good that you left the IFC, because that's why we are sitting today here, right?
Yeah.
You just mentioned about that you've been investment portfolio manager, right? And just a private question, right? Out of all the investments so that you are doing, or the people are doing, what is the percentage that actually are not failing? Let's say if you invest into the 10 different investment instruments, what will be the average percentage?
See, unfortunately, in today's world, I would say the conventional investment, 100% is loss. The reason is today, if we take, especially from the COVID time, 2020, till today, the investment world has changed a lot. You need to take a lot of things in investment. If you're doing an investment portfolio, even if it's what you call semi-secure, let's say a listed bond and listed with one of the major stock exchanges in the world, where it can have a lot of what you call effect on a country which is doing it, supporting with that one. You've got a lot of risks which is associated with any investment. First of all, you'll have the first one that you will face is the currency risk, the exchange rate. Second one is the return on investment. The return on investment is going to be hit very heavily with today's way that financial world is being forced to be there. The main one is the inflation. Before, we used to have an average of 3.8 to 5% around the world. And oddly, some of the countries will go to 6%. Today, the inflation we are seeing is 8.9 on average around the world. Although what they are declaring about it.
Yeah, that's what they
the declaration is something, but the reality is totally different thing. Is 8.9 is a very high rate for inflation. That means the value of your money has dropped 8.9%. Then you have the administrative fee for the manager. At least it is from 1% to 2.5% that you're losing again. So you've lost on your currency exchange, you've lost on your inflation, you lost on the management fee. And some of the investments also, they've got exit fees, entry fees. So that's again another loss on your capital that you're losing.
In other words, it's let's say not 100% of your investment, even with the management that you've been working with. You can't guarantee 100% of investment that will be.
You cannot. Today, the return on investment, the cost of any investment today for an investor will be around 12 to 13%. So can you guarantee an investment that is giving you 14 plus interest?
I don't think so.
It is very difficult unless it's a very rare, what you call some of the investments, the structure notes that have been there that jumps 30%, 40%, and this is an immediate exit if you're smart enough to exit that one. Or you have got another product which is with a high coupon, but still with a coupon, I don't see that there are bonds that are paying 15 or 16%. There are, but they're very few. So your alternate solution is that if you're entering for a safe, that you save your capital from any loss, and you need to have a commitment to the maturity of that bond, buy it on discount. So you have got the combination of the discount and the coupons that is paid. So in average, you will be getting that 15% that you're looking for. So is it worth the 1.5%?
I don't think so.
So our projects.
But I know that you also been involved in the crypto.
Of course.
How long?
I have been involved in the crypto world for the past 2 years, and I've grown very fast with it. Started, funny enough, or how could I say, by an accident, that met some people, went to Moscow, and I became part of this world of crypto, and excited me a lot. And one of the reasons which I left the IFCs actually is the crypto world. Today, I own my fully licensed structure for the crypto from United Arab Emirates. I have my payment gateway, payment service providing. I've got my crypto trading company. I've got my the technology management for the crypto platforms. So all of the structures required licensing to have a legally managed company from the different regulators requirement. I have the licenses from United Arab Emirates, where we are serving right now 4 European countries. We are serving the region over here, GCC. We are serving like 11 African countries from Dubai and from this office that we are sitting over. I have created the banking module for the crypto over here.
So guys, listen very closely. So there is already everything that Mr. Khalifa right now mentioned. This is actually why we are so excited to get into this partnership, because we don't have to create something, because it's already there. And there is a person who already have this experience.
For sure. So with the knowledge that I've got, the licensings that I've obtained from United Arab Emirates, it has given me a lot of, it has the basis. It has all the structure required for this partnership to grow and go globally, like a banking sector. So for now, even under Imkan Coin, we've got the private client group, which is our VIP clients. We've got the mid-range clients, and then we have our, the consumer clients. If I might categorize this is the consumer is the $50,000 clients who are investing up to $50,000. And from $50,000 up to $1 million, this is our mid-range. And above $1 million, this is our private client group, where we assist them in their investments. We help them in purchasing. We help them on selling. We provide legal buy and sell for them. A simple service that we provide, which no other competitor can provide, is today we can provide an invoice where our client, when they cash out their money, they have a proof of fund where they got the cash, and they can take it to their bank and deposit the cash to their accounts. Depending on how much the amount, the regulations of that bank, and the acceptance of the client's account structure. But you have a piece of document that justifies the source of the fund. And this is where my company comes as a different what the market is providing.
And I think that it will be very useful for you also to consider global unit pay solution for already existing clients, and plus
of course, as you know, this is the conversation is going, so
absolutely
don't understand, the conversation is ongoing.
No, we're still
right
in
now.
the process. I'm just asking,
we're gonna reach there, but not 1 year. No, within I'm targeting within the 45 days that's coming from today. If we take the date by end of August, beginning September, I would like to have an understanding and a contract in place for us to implement the service of Global Pay for our clients from United Arab Emirates around the world. We've got currently, actually, I was surprised yesterday to understand that we have grown from a 38 nationality to 70 nationalities.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We have got now 70 nationalities under our client base. So definitely the portfolio is going to come to Global Pay, and I trust the brand, I trust the name, I trust the team, the family. It's very professional, very innovative, very smart of getting the things. They understand what the market needs. And this is what I'm looking for, to provide solutions for my clients, not just obstacles.
Absolutely.
The solution should be easy, should be in an understanding, in a way that answers the need of these clients, not just this is a product you have to change in order to obtain my product.
Yeah, I think that
And this is
actually
unfortunately the banks which are providing right now, especially if we go to international banks like Standard Chartered, Citibank, Habib Bank, AG Zurich, for example.
quite difficult to deal with the banks today.
Yeah, it's because of they are reporting to do different regulatory, their home country and the UAE's central bank. If you go to the local banks over here, then again, because they have expanded, those banks like ENBD, Mashreq Bank, FAB, they have expanded to other jurisdictions. They were forced to change their KYC requirements and to meet the different regulatory and the local regulator, central banks requirement. So therefore that you find it that's difficult to open an account with them. Global Pay is an answer for me.
And so also, I know that today, let's say, maybe it's only in my life happens, but what I see in an experience that if I have to send like a good amount of money, let's say $100,000+ to another company, so that the banks are actually very slowly moving all that finances, and that's why the crypto is actually something that can speed up.
Blockchain, of course, is the solution for the future. Today, if we take a look at the conventional SWIFT system that is working, so the cash, any denomination goes back to its origin central bank, then it goes to the intended party. So you're talking about 3 working days minimum that's going on, and taking away all of the KYC requirements. Today, I am, unfortunately, because of the availability of the different companies around the world, we are still forced to go to the banking sector for our finance transfers. Think about the other point of it. The cost of the transfer, it's very high.
Yes.
There is one a big name, which they are working out of UK. They are working their Estonian nationals, which I was reading their story a few weeks back. The company is called Wiz. The company came to be because of the cost of the transfer. The person transferred $10,000 worth of cash to his home country for the requirement because of the bonus that they got, and they wanted to do that one. The bank charged them 70 something, as I remember, I don't remember correctly, 70 something pounds for the transaction itself. But the money, when it was deposited to the intended person, it was also minus $500. So when they checked it, it was all the transaction, the Forex pricing. The person did not get the exchange rate which the bank was declaring on the boards of that one. And this is the beauty of crypto exchange.
Absolutely.
You get the actual value minus a very minimal service fees, which you cannot even feel it. We're talking about less than half a percent. We're talking about less than 0.25%. I know exchange houses like in different countries, they are charging 0.0016% for the transactions itself.
But these are the big exchanges who are having a lot of customers, like tens and
the blockchain,
50 million people.
Last year, this statement could have been true. But this year and going forward, because of the competition, slowly is falling out. If we see that it is so minimal that the crypto exchanges are relying on number of transactions, not on the on the fee itself. Yeah. A lot of companies that were talking about the gas fees, that's going to be very high. Today, the OTC companies have slashed those prices. We see in the market over here 0.5% in United Arab Emirates. We see.
Are you aware that this is one of the reasons why Global Unit Pay also providing the bank accounts for IBAN for the companies, so that internally transferring the money, you don't have to pay.
Of course,
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yes.
Even the major exchanges has also started that one, but Global Pay was the first one to do it. And here is the needle mover. You guys are rumbling the market, moving it.
So let's stop on this topic because we
Sure.
can continue, right?
Of course.
But
It says how excited I am.
I see that
Yeah.
you're excited, and myself, I'm also excited. Guys, are you excited? Because one thing that I would like to really straightforward tell everyone, it's a very hard to explain this to majority of the people who are today actually doubting the system, technology that we have. But when you talk to the people like Mr. Khalifa, so you understand that they see something beyond. And this is our advantage. So that's why all of you are part of the not only big family, but growing family.
Of course.
Vault Crew. I know that you've seen not all the projects, but several projects. And one of the projects that I showed you, it was a Dragon Man. I seen in your eyes, they were like a sparkling.
Yeah.
What actually caught your attention?
See, the way that you're promoting it, the way that you're presenting it, positioning it, the demographic, the nationality of the movie itself, the community that you're targeting it is very beautifully done. Although some people might see it that it's a copy, but if you look deeper in it, you see that this is a unique movie. Linking it with blockchain, linking it with NFT, cryptonization of this thing. You're a leader in the market. You're a first doer. So that means there will be a lot of followers. For me, as I was saying before, any blockchain transaction, any crypto transaction, it is only a copy of a conventional financial procedure that has been done before. Mm-hmm. It is only made hip. New blood has been pumped into it. It made it easier to answer the obstacles which is in the market. It's a big potential. And I do believe that there are a lot of investors who are interested to enter this, to be part of this NFT. Of course, World Crow is very innovative, the way that it's being presented. As you've said also, people do not understand it, but it is my job to present it in a way that they understand it and how easy and how attractive for them it is.
And this is why here I'm getting mostly excited. You know why? Yeah. Because all this time I was doing this. But when we get into the agreement, and by the way, guys, so today we are signing the contract with Mr. Khalifa, and from this day on, like I said, we are closing that chapter that was going for 6 months, 7 months already, and we are starting the new chapter. And I will be really happy that if I can pass this into your hands, because I know that you know much quicker way. You know the shortcuts, how to do it. And what took us years, you can do it with a much, let's say, shorter period of time.
We have an old saying in my country, allow the baker do his bread, even if he eats half of the bread. So this is my game. This is my work. I've worked in the business development world for a very long time in the financial industries with family offices, different businesses that are around the world. So it has given me an insight and understanding of the leaders of different industries. How do they invest? How do they, how can I say, position partial of their cash towards different type of investments. So having the investment itself, having the crypto itself, how it's going to be presented to them, what kind of comfort to be given to them. This is where I've been doing it before. Even when I was in the IFC, I was traveling almost every week to different country to present the IFC and attract clients to come over there, although I'm a regulator. So I love the challenge that's coming. I know exactly what it is and where to target, where to go, and how to present it, and how to become a successful in this partnership. At the end of the day, the success of this partnership is from the family itself, where they are positioning, the hard work that they have done. My job is going to be the presenting and allocating and opening the doors for them. And they are the ones who are doing all of the hard work. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not the one.
Absolutely.
It is the family.
Yeah, the family.
Which is behind this partnership.
Guys, let me ask you this. So write in the chat if you are happy that from today, not only me and Mila and all our team who is working really hard for every single project. You already seen those people presenting today what they achieved. But are you happy that we will take Mr. Khalifa into our family in order for us to find the shortcuts that are there, but unfortunately we don't know that they exist?
No, for sure. Actually, I'm here to support you, to give you more power, give you energy, give you the boost that you need to do the next deal, the next negotiation, the next client to have for you. My doors is always open. We're going to open a clear channel also with the whole team where they can reach me directly and speak to me, and wherever support that you require, I'm more than happy to provide it to you. I'm a 24/7 person. Night and day doesn't exist for me. I've been workaholic. That's why my home family, they are saying that if anybody asks them, where is Mohammed? They say, okay, if you see him, say hello to him from our side.
So I have this privilege to be here with you already for a couple hours.
Privilege is all mine. Yeah, it's all my honor.
Okay, and the last thing, in order for us to get to our signing process, you also, like I shared with you, that also we have a very important and strategic investment, so which is a gold project. And today, entire world is actually shaked up because of all this uncertainty that is going on, and you mentioned it earlier. So how do you see, and also with your experience, for whom, like what category of the people actually can have some attachment to the gold? Okay. Second question is, what is the potential?
Well, let me start with where people understand best, and it is generated from a bias of the people of them. When you say gold, where does it come? They were thinking about Africa. People on the river or a lake, they're just, panning out the gold and those kind of things, and getting very low money. At the end of the day, they are looking at, okay, gold is coming from Africa. Not giving the information up for the project that I will be sourcing the funding for. There is a very beautiful quote was given to me actually a few years back when I was doing one of the fundraising for one of the gold mines in Zambia.
How much you raised?
I raised for them about $200 million.
$200 million.
Yep, $200 million
Impressive.
In Zambia. And the senior partner from Deloitte, actually, he said a very beautiful quote, and that was a lesson actually for me. He asked me the question, do you want me to invest in deepest, darkest, the most corrupt place on face of earth? So what's the guarantee to my cash? This was a very important lesson for me to understand. Any kind of investment, it has its own risks. When you answer the fears of the investor, then it's a smooth sailing. The amount, the legal, process. Africa is the most difficult place to that one because they don't know what kind of government comes. Every government comes, it changes the regime, changes all the laws, does not recognize the previous contracts. So that means it's very difficult to invest over there. When we see large companies, international one, irrespective of its nationality, we see that they're investing in countries in Africa, which is the most corrupt places in diamond, in gold, in precious metals. So what does it tell you? When there is a clear vision of profits, the rest is just, how can I say? It's smooth sailing. It's like you're going to an invitation, somebody invited you to his house, you don't know what you're going to have for lunch or dinner. until that you see the table. When you see the table, you know how you're going to consume the food and what you're going to eat over there. Does this suit you?
And also which chair you have to choose.
Of course. So this is it. Then it becomes very easy for you. And this is with the investors. Today, who's got the majority of the cash with it, especially with 2020, 21, and 22. We see a lot of family offices, sovereign funds, they are keeping the cash. There is liquidity pool, but there is lack of investments. The reason is being for several reasons with that one, but the main one is the way that it is being presented, because the mentality of investment requirements, legal stance, the contracts has changed. Because of the COVID. It's not like the times before the 2020. Until 2019, it was conventional, but now it is innovated. So when you see the people are talking about the investments, immediately they're asking about very deep questions of the investments, the cross-border repatriation of capital, capital guarantee from different governments, where is it going to be domiciled? Previously we're looking at, okay, a contract, we are doing it, done, my investment is there, the contract will stand in the courts that we have put the jurisdictions for. That was the most complex one. Today we hear the words of SPC, SPV, special purpose vehicle, special purpose company, and why. And these are holding companies, local companies to be established in the country itself, the investment of itself, how much portion of that one is going to be allocated for the investor's company to be in that country in order to be done. So we see a complication that has come out because of the defaults that has happened. If we take a look at and this is reason actually because of China. And I'm not imitating Trump.
No.
Leave Trump aside. So
we will cut it.
Ask China. It's not ask China.
Okay.
No. But China provided actually something very unique. During the COVID, where all of the investments value have dropped, China started buying their structure notes back. All of the investments, they started buying the rights to those investments because those are European, especially from Europe, that had invested in China's development. So let's say if the investment was $1 billion, they bought it back at a price of what, $300 million. So it was always the repayment of that investment. It was very lucrative for China. This set a new phase of investments, and everybody learned the lesson. Now everybody's smart, so they're looking at how to do the investments. Therefore, when we see crypto associated to this project itself, you're giving something unique to the new investor, which the previous investor did not have, or even the same investor in the past did not have it, is the exit plan for them.
Why certainty?
Yeah, certainty, because one of the stock market's problem was the limitations is the, what you call, pump and dumping of the shares, market manipulations. Crypto, with all of the new structures that has come from the blockchain, it actually helps the client or the investor to have accessibility to his money, the liquidity, at the same time, having the investment also. So previously, let's take an investor. He puts $100 million. How much access he will have is through pledging it to a bank by leveraging it, up to 80% of that money. So, and still he has to pay for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if he exits that investment, he will pay penalties. So that means he lost his capital. He needs to balance is this new investment better for me? The return on investment is going to be justifiable for the losses that I'm going to do for the exit or not? Crypto answered it very easily. No loss of capital, your market value, your comfort. Whenever you want to exit, take your money, you have your cash, you can go to the new investments. And this is actually the future. And decentralized finance, strongly I believe in that, is the future. I'm seeing governments are issuing the CBDC, the central bank crypto, digital asset, digital crypto currency,
coin,
digital currency that they are issuing. Is it why a central bank should issue that one? That means a capital raise. This is where previously the governments are issuing sovereign bonds to raise capital for different projects. Today we see that they've taken that model, changed it into a blockchain-based digital currency. And I'm happy to see that. And I always bank on that one, showing the investors what is the future, how to do it. And for the gold project, actually, the structure that we were doing it, you're buying a crypto, which you have got gold against it. So you're not just, this is to answer those people who are saying that, okay, where can I touch my coin? You have the document or the coin, your smart contract, whatever you can call it, but you have the same time the gold that you can touch.
We didn't share this yet. So this was
actually,
a little bit.
This is for the future.
This is how it will be done. Yes, absolutely. All right. So, Mr. Khalifa, thank you very much for your time. I think that let's just get to the final bit of our 2-hour, 3-hour conversation here. I get all the answers that I was looking for. You know exactly what you do. You have experience. You know the shortcuts. You know you have connections. From our side, what we can offer, it's we have a project. We have a team behind it. We have a lot of people from more than 170 countries. 921,000 wallets on our blockchain, and the blockchain is developing. That is what we can bring on the table for the one purpose. Let's make security token as a new vehicle for the everyone to gain the success.
Well, you provided the whole ingredients, so I'm the cook now to give you the food back.
Great. And by the way, guys, here is a contract that one yours. This is mine. So I think that this is the one we have to sign. This is it. This is the moment of truth. We are signing this contract in order for us to move further together with all of you. I know that you've been waiting for heck a lot of time. But sorry for that, our team was working day and night in order to get all this done. Because not only to prepare the documents, but also to prepare every single project in the way that we can take it further. So this is the day. I'm happy, like I'm getting excited to sign it after you. Thank you. So this will be my part. So this is
Let's show them
your copy.
Let's show them that.
Let's show them that. It's done.
Signed. The partnership is there.
It's done. So the signature is here. Guys, today it's a new chapter that we are opening, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to bring us in the next 3, 6, not months, but years.
Let's keep our audience also excited.
All right.
Done.
And by the way, if you remember, I was sharing one quote regarding the World Crew token. And by the way, I'm sitting right now next to the author.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is. People, I was telling them, but I never said that it's
let me say it. You've got the Rolls Royce. You've got the special options. You've got the perks of handmade quality, top of the range material. What is lacking you is the fuel, and the fuel is here now. Done.
Pleasure. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the forum, because guys, only later on you will be able to find out what Evorich can bring to your life. Thank you so much. Sharon, Ian, I hope you get